Setting cams on a 3 position. This is on a group 9. For this video I'm going to remove the terminal strip just for make it easier to see what's going on. As normal, the switches 1 and 2 control the full limit clockwise and counter position, and the auxiliary top 2 control the mid position. The auxiliary cams need to also be correctly set because they will have an effect on normal operation because of the switch outputs to the cap are tied together and jumpered. If you do not have the top 2 cams set at all, you're going to get a back loop feed through the joint commons of the auxiliaries, and you'll actually power both sides of the cap and the motor, and it'll just sit there and hum. Look at the mid position setup. You're looking to have both cams engaged at the same time while minimizing the overlap to increase the accuracy of your mid position. If the mid position control runs in backwards from what you want, it's because you have the cam 3 and 4 opposite. So from we're all the way in the clockwise position, so either the full counterclockwise input or the mid position both need to drive it counterclockwise, which means your switch 3 or your clockwise direction needs to be engaged to lock it out to allow the switch 4 to run to the counterclockwise position. So to actually set the cams, assume we've already set the open position with cam 2, but now we have to work with the mid position. Well, right now with both cams loose, if you try to do anything, you're just going to get a buzzing and won't do anything. So you actually have to engage one or both of these cams into the switches, and then it'll move because of that backfeed circuit. So let's drive it till we're at our mid position. So just like your open or counterclockwise cam number 2, you come around with cam number 4 the same direction, counterclockwise around the backside. So we'll set that, and then you actually, once you hear the click, you want to give it a little bit extra. And then come around to cam 3 and bring that one around clockwise just as cam 1 would. So bring that around. Listen for the click. And give it just a little bit more. You can be more precise if the unit comes with a brake. If it doesn't, you'll have a little bit of a momentum from the motor running to have to compensate for. So with cam 3 now contacting from the clockwise direction, you should have both 3 and 4 both engaged at the same time for mid position. So now if we want to go back to counterclockwise open, cam 4 is going to drive through the switch, and we can go back to mid, both engage and it stops. Go full clockwise, and it drives through cam 3 using switch 1. Back to mid, powering through switch 4. Back all the way open. That's your basic setup on 3 position.